smart home. This is the very first time we have offered the Amazon Echo Dot that comes with a TP-Link smart plug. This guy is going to this is one of the things that turns your home into a smart home. Because of QVC's special relationship with Amazon and TP-Link, we're able to bring you this amazing value. So I just want to share with you, this Amazon Echo Dot just on its own is $44.99. The TP-Link smart plug is $28.29 on its own. And you're also getting 3 months of Amazon Music Unlimited, which is a $15.98 value for, instead of $89.26, how about $69.96? How about 3 easy payments of $23.32? And you choose whether you want it in white or whether you choose you want it in black. Right there is that value. You see that you get the Amazon Echo Dot, the TP-Link Smart Plug, you get the Amazon Music Unlimited, and then again, for $69.96 and 3 easy payments with a major credit card or your QVC credit card of $23.32. We're going to hear all about it. We're going to it's really, really fun. And by the way, if you have a testimony of having the Amazon Echo Dot and you use it, let us know what you think about it. Call us for sure. If you're new to it and you're going to pick this up and you have some additional questions while you're on air, certainly ask those as well. Our testimonial lines are open. One more thing before we say hi to Brett, I want to tell you how you can order here on QVC too. 1-800-500-7590 is the number to call here on QVC2. However, if you would like to order by your text or by QVC.com, any of those ways, not a problem whatsoever. But let's introduce to you Brett Hamilton, who is one of our electronics experts. Brett,
hey Nance.
How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. I love presenting this. We own one. It's in our kitchen. It's really fun because with Isabella in the house and we're asking her we ask all kinds of questions. Her little friends come over and they'll ask all kinds of questions. It's a total learning tool. Yeah. But I digress. What is the Amazon Echo Dot?
Well, you kind of let the cat out of the bag, and it's grown so much in the 2+ years that we've been showing it on QVC. In the beginning, very limited. You know, when I say limited, there were thousands of things that you could ask it. Now, just in the skills alone, and those are the apps within the apps, there's more than 12,000 different places and different ways to learn and different ways to enrich your life, and now with the whole smart home technology. But this is a device, this tiny little hockey puck sized device right here, that you can put in any room of your home, and you don't need to know anything about technology. So I'm going to say that again because for many of us, that's good news. You don't need to know anything about technology. I'm going to get to the setup in a second, which takes a total of about 3 minutes. And once that's done, you put this where you want it. You're going to set it down on the table and you start to have fun. So let's take a typical day in the life. So before you even get out of bed in the morning, let's say this is in your bedroom, you can set an alarm to wake you up. So you're going to get rid of the alarm clock. Alexa, set an alarm for 6:55 a.m.
Alarm set for 6:55 a.m. tomorrow.
Now, you can set this for multiple alarms, so you, your husband, your wife, kids, all could wake up to different alarms. Now, the alarm wakes you up. You don't have to worry about the time because you can say, Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:04 p.m.
So now you're deciding whether or not you're going to snooze. But the problem is you got to check on the traffic because if it's raining and the traffic's bad, got to get out of bed. If it's not, then maybe you could snooze a little bit. So check this out. This is not just a generic traffic. This is real-time traffic. I put the destination that I would go to every day in my app, and I can say, Alexa, how's the traffic?
The fastest route takes about 58 minutes via PA3 and I-95.
Now, normally, during the day, it's over an hour. We put a random destination in Philadelphia. So from Philadelphia to Westchester, it takes about an hour, give or take. It's 9 o'clock at night. On the East Coast, there's not as much traffic. We know the traffic. We know the time. It woke us up. How about the weather? Do I need an umbrella? Do the kids need umbrellas? Alexa, is it raining outside?
It might rain in Westchester tonight. There's a 45% chance.
There you go. So all of the things that you needed separate sources before, an AM or FM clock radio, you needed to turn on the news to get the traffic, whatever it might be. I'm not going to bore you with it. We could ask it for what's called a flash update, and it would actually go to a news source and read us all the news. NPR, Fox is on here, NBC's on here, all those different sources. Because Amazon is Amazon, they're able to go and harvest all that information, and it lives up in space. It's not inside here. The only thing that's inside here is the brain that allows you to connect to the internet, and once you connect to the internet, instead of Googling and looking for all that information, you simply ask her a question and she responds.
Sweet.
That was a long explanation as to what the Echo is.
But that is just, truly, it's so much fun. There are unlimited things that you can ask her. And then the things that she doesn't know, doesn't that just kind of go into a bank and then gets updated down the road as well?
Yeah, so that goes back to the original point at the top of the hour. When I first started using this device, much of what I would ask her, she would say, I don't know, or I'm going to learn that, or I'm going to figure that out. She takes the questions that she does know the answer to, and they go off to the developers, and the developers go, oh, there's a lot of interest in X, Y, Z, whatever it is, just like when you asked who Gene Bice was earlier. Yeah. Now, 6 months, a year ago, I could have asked her who Gene Bice was, and she would have said, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I want to see if she knows me. I've never asked
Careful.
her. I want to see if, okay. Alexa, Wikipedia Nancy Hornback.
Loving Frank is an American novel by Nancy Horan published in 2007.
Oh, I love that book.
It tells the story of Mama Borthwick and her illicit love affair with Frank Lloyd Wright amidst the public shame they experienced in early 20th century America.
Yeah.
Well,
you can ask me to read more from Wikipedia.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Well, check this out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Alexa, Wikipedia David Venable.
QVC is an American cable, satellite and broadcast television network and flagship shopping channel specializing in televised home shopping that is owned by Liberty Interactive. Tell me if you'd like me to read more.
That's okay.
We still got us there.
Nancy Hornback works for QVC, which is owned by Liberty Media.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But,
okay, so
but in your defense, because you asked that question, that goes into the bin. And if enough people ask,
I'm going to have everybody ask it.
Every day when you walk by, who's Nancy?
So if you have an Echo Dot, please just keep asking. Alexa, you just ask her about Nancy Hornback, and so it will go in. There are two Nancy Hornbacks that come up. I'll just tell you, it's a quilter and me. Anyway,
they're not the same. I always thought you were the quilter.
I am not the
quilter.
Here.
Okay,
now,
right,
so we have a second part of this, which is the plug. Tell me about the TP-Link plug.
Okay, so when the Echo was first released in all the different versions, you have the large tower, you've got the dot, you have the tap, and all that stuff. It was meant to do what we're showing you. Then, as the whole idea of smart technology came along, cool items like this were introduced. And our friends at TP-Link are helping us out by building this great configuration. This is what a smart plug looks like. And it kind of looks like a new version of the old school timers that you used to set when you went on vacation, right?
Yep.
You put it in, you had to have like a doctorate, and you're like, this for 8 a.m. No. Now, you can control all of your home devices, anything you plug into here, with your Echo Dot or with your phone if you're not home. So how does this work? Well, we're going to give you one, but you can ask your operator. There are multiple available. You plug this in, you open up the app that comes with it. You name each one of your switches. And in this case, if you take a peek over here, we have put 3 of the plugs in our little imaginary living room space.
Okay.
So we have a table lamp, we have a television, and we have a fan. In fact, I'm going to wander over here just so you can get some perspective here.
Yep.
So the way that this works is, in the outlets, we plug in the TP-Link plugs.
Okay.
And we named one of them Family Room Light. We named another one Television. And we named another one Fan. You can plug whatever you want in there. My wife, because we play the game of is the curling iron off every time we pull out the driveway, now has one of these in the bathroom. She plugs it in. Even if she leaves the curling iron on, you can turn that on and off from any remote location. But inside the house itself, check this out. So we're watching TV, and it's time to go to bed. Alexa, turn off the television. TV's done.
Okay.
Because we have a smart plug that we're giving you plugged into the wall, and the TV is plugged into that. So over here, we have the family room light. Maybe you want to put a light on before you go up to bed, have a little room, ambient room light. Alexa, turn on family room light. Alexa, turn on family room light. There we go.
Okay.
Now it's getting warm in here, and that's not an exaggeration. So we have a fan over here, and that's also plugged into a TP-Link plug. So we can say, Alexa, turn on fan. And there you go. So you can see it's really up to you to decide what you're going to do with your plug, or in the case of you ordering multiples, all the plugs. Now these can go in any room, anywhere in the house, even if the Echo is in a different room. So if you wanted to turn lights on and off in the kitchen, but you're out in the living room, or you have bedroom lights. And the cool part about this, which really has nothing to do with the Echo, but I want to share with you, is that because this comes with a free app, you're able to actually manipulate all of these devices from your phone as well. So if you want to turn lights on and off when you're not at home to make it look like you're at home, there are timers set up. So you could set up a schedule. On Monday, it comes on at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, it comes on at 7:15. You go on vacation? What a great way to fool the bad guys into thinking somebody's there. Or if you just want to make sure you don't come into a dark home. Same thing could be said for fans. You know what? Instead of running the air conditioning or the heat the entire time, being able to plug in a fan, a humidifier, a dehumidifier, television, a great way to do it. Maybe for somebody that's got some issues with mobility and can't move around to get to all these devices, you can now turn them on and off. So how about this? Alexa, turn on television. It might take a second to warm up, but the TV will go back on now. So there you go. The Toshiba logo comes up, and now you know that the TV once again has power. So you choose what you're going to plug into it and then have fun with it. And that is what smart home is.
Okay, let me tell you this offer again. Come on over. Because it's cool, right? Isn't this awesome? I have to say that before we got one, I was like, oh, come on, I'm not going to use, excuse me, bro, thank you. I'm not going to really use it that much, but we find that we are talking to her at least 5 or 6 times a day, I would say, because the very first thing that my daughter always wants to know is what the weather is. Every single day. What's it like outside, Mom? Because she wants to know what to wear. Should she wear a jacket or not? Should she wear long pants or shorts right now? Is it raining? Like we asked that before.
Yep.
But we do that. I set timers through it all the time, especially if I'm cooking. I don't know about you, but if you've been cooking, I was just doing, I don't know what I was doing. I made something from David Venable's cookbook recently, actually. It was in a crock pot. And my hands were just full. It was
of gunk.
And I had just, it was nasty. And I was like, I have to set this timer. But I'm like, oh. And I'm like, but I have her. So well, I said, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
And to be clear, it's not that it doesn't recognize Nancy's voice. We're talking over top of each other. You just have to wait that beat, because if she hears conversation, what wakes her up is her name. So if you're yakking, and her name gets buried in there, she doesn't know that you're trying to wake her up. She's not listening until that wake word opens up the internet, opens up the signal, and opens up the cloud. So that's the whole, I get that question a lot. Is she listening all the time? No, she's not listening. She's listening for that name, but she doesn't connect to the server until you wake her up.
Okay.
There you go.
So anyway, I use that a lot. And let me give you this offer here. This is our QVC 2 big deal. This offer is only good with that price of $69.96 and a 3 easy pay breakdown of $23.32 for 24 hours. 8:59 p.m. Friday, it's gone. So you choose between the white or the black. The white is very popular. It is also the most limited. Along with this, you are getting that TP-Link plug. You're also getting 3 months of the Amazon Music Unlimited. So we're going to show you how you're going to be able to access all of that in just a second. But all of this, if sold separately, is what is it? $89.26, so nearly $90, but you instead are paying about $70 for this and then get to pay for it over time. Get this home, play with it for 30 days. You're not satisfied, put it back in the box and send it back to us here at QVC. No questions asked, but I think once you start to get into this and you see how you can do these, ask it all these questions, and then also create a smart home within your home. It feels like going back to Disney when they did, and I think maybe they still do it, the
World of, it came from the World's Fair. It's that 360-degree moves.
I can't believe I don't know the name of it.
Somebody at home is yelling at their TV right now because we forgot what it was.
I bet you she'd know it, though.
I don't know how to describe it. We'll look it up.
Okay, somebody look it up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but as technology went along.
Technology has moved along, and that's really what, to me, this is, which is so crazy that we're able to do this. So let's get into the show some more. Yes.
And before we get into another demo, I want to be clear about something, because Nancy's talking about smart home and stuff like that. You don't have to use the smart plug that we're going to give you if you don't want to mess with any of the smart home stuff. Again, this was designed to be a standalone piece, and it is. And it will do everything we're going to show you tonight with no additional fees or cost or whatever it is. All the cool stuff that we're going to show you, what they're called skills, apps within the Echo app, are free. So there's a lot of different directions we can go in. And you were talking about the kitchen. My wife and I use the shopping list quite a bit, in fact, on a regular basis. The old days of writing down a sticky note and then losing that shopping list or putting it on a piece of paper and forgetting to bring it to the store are over. Because once you put the app that comes along with this on a phone, on a tablet, and you can put it on multiple devices so everybody in the family has it, everybody has access to the information. So let's take another day in the life when it comes to dinner. And most of us have no idea what to make for dinner. So what if this thing was smart enough to help you with start to finish, finding a meal, getting the meal, cooking the meal. It won't clean up for you, but close. So Nancy and I want to make dinner. We have no idea what to do, but we're looking for